Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least three topics each week. If this is your first time finding us, welcome. We're so glad you're here. If you are back for more of our foolishness, then you are the real MVP.
Word up, son.
The sultry voice you're about to hear is our point person, an optimistic realist. We like to call her Star.
Every word that I spit is a gift, but you can get rapped if you wish.
And the dulcet baritone you're about to hear is our man in the middle, our voice of reason. He goes by the name of Magic.
What's your man got to do with me?
I ain't trying to hear that, see?
Oh, you're gonna hear
Anyway. And bringing up the rear, as always, I, of course, identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group, and they call me Storm.
That's almost something. I'm getting there.
Got to work on your timing.
Yeah, that extra beat just be killing me.
I'm spaced out. Work with me.
Anybody got any church announcements? I got one.
Church
The people
announcement.
that died.
Rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, well,
Sinead
no,
O'Connor.
I didn't have any.
Sinead
O'Connor. Yeah.
We're both way ahead of their times.
I don't know about that.
She was ripping up pictures of the Pope.
Well, yeah, I thought you were talking about the song because it just really annoys me that everybody, talks about that song like it was hers to begin with, but whatever.
She had a few joints.
Okay. She did, but I'm just saying, people act like, never mind.
Yep, I get it.
Like the family never existed, right?
But also, it's a national holiday. It's a national holiday. It's my daughter's
birthday.
Yep, it's my daughter's. She is a quarter of a century. Day of her birthday. Woo, woo, woo.
Damn, you old.
Oh, baby girl.
Woo, woo, woo.
Baby, you are ancient.
You should see the look on her face like,
no, not her, you. I don't know what it feels like to have a 25-year-old.
No, not yet anyway. And you are older than me. We keep having this discussion.
We gotta have her on the show again. She's funny.
She's right here. She said thank you for the birthday wishes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the quarter century.
Just waiting, trying to be blessed to get to a half a century. I'm trying to tell you.
Don't be in a rush.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to live in every moment, but I just know I'll be blessed to ever make it to that age. I'm not scared.
Right.
She said that age like it's so old.
No.
I mean, kinda.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to offend nobody. Don't try to make me seem like a bad guy on this podcast.
I am not offended. I am not offended.
I'm not calling you grown.
Forget you, youngin.
My daughters be laughing like, Daddy, 40-something isn't that old. I'm like, have to talk to me when you get 40. You don't know the struggle.
No. Well, my 40s weren't a struggle, so I can't relate.
My 40s went by way too fast.
That's what I'm saying. They weren't I didn't really, I don't know. I didn't start feeling old until recently. I did my 40s. I didn't have the same aches and pains that a lot of my contemporaries had. So I didn't really feel old in my 40s.
Yeah, I ain't start grunting when I get up from the couch until I was 50.
Exactly.
So
meanwhile, I stepped up the workout regimen.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna have a summer body by Christmas.
Oh,
well, picks or it doesn't happen.
Right.
Anyway,
it never happened.
$10 a month. Subscribe.
You and your OnlyFans.
Mm.
Maybe I'll
All
start
right.
one for my. Never mind.
Hey, get your money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder how many people I can get to pay me to keep my clothes on. Anyway.
No one. I hated that
What
song.
the hell just
Anyway,
happened?
that was my Alicia Keys impersonation on that particular song.
Yeah.
That's
She sounded
terrible.
like she needed to cough the whole damn time.
What the hell? What happened?
What happened to
To
what?
what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a text message and I was trying to figure out what it was, but it was
Did you take your Ritalin?
them telling. No, it
Squirrel.
was them telling me that I got a dividend on one of my stocks. So
Squirrel. Rich people problems. Let's go.
yeah, I wish.
All right, we ready? We good? We in there?
Yep. So anyway, my church announcement was if even know
If was a spliff.
if you are listening to us on Stitcher Radio, bear in mind that Stitcher is going the way of the dodo bird, like real soon.
Aw.
People still use Stitcher?
Yeah,
I don't even
Stitcher
know what to do with
is.
it, but
Let me see.
Go on Spotify. There's a free version.
Exactly. I mean, Apple Podcasts, any of those you can do. But yeah,
Google Podcast.
Stitcher's last day, I think, is August 29th. So,
bye-bye,
we
Stitcher.
appreciate it if you found a different solution by then. But we're available everywhere else. So,
Yay.
yeah, yay. Except for YouTube, but we'll be there soon. I'm working on it, I promise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I gotta step up my wardrobe. It's my takeover day. Yay!
It is your world.
So,
Just a little afraid.
No, I keeps it. We're gonna run through way more than 3 topics, but it's 3 categories. Sports, sex, and music, which I know Star doesn't really get into sports like that, so you pick the first category.
Do the sports. Get it over with.
Okay. This will be a me and Storm segment. What do you think is going on with the Houston Rockets? Or do you know?
I could not tell you. Yeah, I don't. I've heard some things, but I've really been trying to not listen to sports. If you know me, then you know how hard it's been that I haven't really been watching ESPN or any of that. And now that a lot of my favorite ESPN analysts are gone, I don't even know if I'll ever watch it again, but that's beside the point too. But
So nothing?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I
First
don't
and foremost,
know.
I had to look up who the fuck is Dylan Brooks' agent. Because there's
Right.
no way on earth this dude should be making $20 million a season, much less be in the league. His name is Mike George. You are the champ of the week. Congratulations.
Right. Well, I mean, Houston needed people, I guess, and Dylan Brooks.
Not him. I would have given
Well,
him what's your boy's name? Van Vliet. I would have gave him that, except for they drafted a Min Thompson, and then they have Jalen Green there. By the way, Jalen Green, you got the A. Yo, what a summer, but we'll see how you live that one out.
Yeah, I mean, Dylan Brooks, he is
Garbage
what was that dude
juice.
No. What was the name of that dude used to play for Indiana that used to get on everybody's nerves?
Indiana.
The one that used to
Other than
blow in
Reggie Miller?
LeBron's ear. No.
Lance
No.
Stevenson, who should have never made
Yes,
the league either.
he's that guy. You know what I mean? Like he's an
Yes, and
antagonist.
he's out the league where Dylan should be.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, an antagonist is good for a few seasons,
Okay, off
and
them.
that, I mean, I guess that's why they got him. I don't know.
As
I'll
a
be caring
Giants
about the
fan,
Rockets.
there's no reason on earth Daniel Jones' trash ass should be making 4 times what Saquon Barkley makes. What the fuck are y'all
Here,
doing?
fucking here. I am so mad. Listen, and it's easy for me to say this when I'm dealing with other people's money, but I was so mad at Saquon Barkley because I was like, "Know your
I'm
worth,
glad he
kid."
came back to the home team, but yeah, you should have got more than that.
Yeah, yeah, because, well, you know how they are about quarterbacks, particularly, of the
Yeah, it's harder to find a blah
of the pink
quarterback than a
hue.
good running back, but still, that's pathetic. Saquon saved his
Well,
ass in that overachieving year last
tell
season,
that
but
to the Ravens because they have their best quarterback and best running back wrapped up into one player, and they didn't want to pay him. So, you know,
it's weird. Do y'all pay attention to worldwide football? Probably not. We're American.
sometimes I do.
Did you see the Kylian Mbappe thing?
Yes, but I never found out whether he actually took the deal because I'm
As of
like,
right now,
$1 million?
no, he has not.
Well, I don't know why he would. And again, it's easy for me to make these decisions with other people's money.
221 million to 776 million a year?
Yes, but all money ain't good money, is what I'm saying.
Nigga, I will sit in a jail cell for that price for a year.
Yeah, but that's because your broke ass ain't got what he got. He's already rich, is my point.
He ain't pushing a Billy.
Yeah, but I mean, he sure might be by the end of his career. But what he doesn't need to do
LeBron barely
is,
hitting a Billy.
oh, that's not true.
I mean, he's got it, but it took a minute. It wasn't one season.
Well,
He 20
I mean,
years in.
there's not a basketball player who has ever hit it just on salary. I mean,
Listen,
yeah.
I like to act like I have pride, and there's some things I wouldn't do for no amount of money. I will go be oppressed for 770 some mil a year.
Listen, my broke black ass probably would too. But what I'm saying is, if I'm already sitting on, what does he have? Like, what's he getting? Like a quarter of a million? I mean, a year
Nah,
or
it's more than
something?
that.
Quarter of a billion a year? I don't know. He has a crap load of money. Like he's not hurting for money, is my point.
And the funnier
And
part is his
my,
team took the buyout money. Ha ha.
oh, did they?
Yep.
Oh, well,
A
maybe
whopping
he's going to take the deal.
222 mil point 5 transfer fee.
Maybe he's going to take the deal then, because I can't imagine why they would do that if he wasn't going to take the deal.
Clearly, they haven't watched any
But
9/11 documentaries.
here's the thing: you think, oh, okay, I'm gonna go over here and play with these scrubs for a year and get this paper, but he'll be playing against such subpar competition
Didn't stop
that
Messi.
yeah, but Messi's at the end of his career, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Listen, for
if he was at the end of his
776 mil a
career,
year, I quit after that year.
well, that's because you're not passionate about football. If he is, he gonna try to go back and play against this good competition, and it might have left him behind by that time. Like we don't know,
He young,
and
he'll
I
be all
wouldn't
right.
chance it. I wouldn't chance it. I wouldn't chance it. Not if I'm already a million. Like, you know what I
There's a
mean? Like,
big
what
difference
else?
between a few mil and a bill.
Yeah, but he won't be, first of all, a billionaire. That's the first thing.
If he makes the
And
700 and some 776
again,
that one
there are
season,
not there
I'm sure
aren't
he'll cover the
very
other
many,
quarter, Billy.
I'm saying there aren't very many places that he wants to be that he can't go with his millions. That a billion, one single solitary billion would get him to. That's what I'm saying.
Mars?
He ain't trying to go.
Okay.
He's black. He ain't trying to go to no damn Mars.
He's already black in Europe and playing soccer professionally. He's facing all the racism.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay,
saying
enough
that's
of
what white
sports. We gotta get
billionaires do.
started
White
back in.
billionaires want to get the fuck off this planet after they, burned it up. But yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's a fascinating story, and I'm dying to see how it plays out. And I'm also dying to see if this actually works for it. It's Iran, right? It's Iran.
It was one of them.
Yeah, one of them places. And I'm dying to
Yeah.
see if the sports washing actually works for them. Because,
They trying.
yeah, but I mean, Russia tried. I mean, they be trying. They always be trying.
Russia kind of shot
China
themselves in the
tries.
foot in the last couple of years.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it only works as far as it works. And then, you gotta, you kind of gotta keep yourself in check. And I don't know if Iran is capable of that. We'll see.
That's all. All right, you pick. Next category: music or sex.
Music.
All right. Your boy Beanie Siegel has decided that he's going to use AI on his next album so he can get his old voice back. Good or bad?
What? Go away.
Indifferent. Like, who cares?
I mean, after you get shot in the lung, your voice changes a little bit.
Okay, I'm saying I don't care. Like, it doesn't make me one iota of difference whether he does or doesn't.
I don't know. I feel like AI has been fucking up music, but that might be an actual good use of it. And if
Yeah.
so, I want the DOC back.
I was just getting ready to say that. I'm like, if Benny talking about it, DOC, yes.
It's the diggy.
God,
Anyway.
God.
Actually, he's gotten to the point where he can talk normally now, but he has to force it.
Yeah, that shit probably hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like all this AI stuff being inserted into art takes away the authenticity of it, and I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I
art
think
is
it depends on.
dying.
I think it depends on
is.
how it's inserted. I mean, like you said, if there's a good
No.
use of AI in art, then that would be a good use of it. I mean,
But it's not.
They got Michael Jackson doing trap songs. Like,
Listen,
I mean,
who's loading a gun?
me.
that would not be me.
All right, calm
So-
down.
You haven't pissed me off yet tonight.
I don't know. I feel like all this AI stuff is just really, like you said, it's killing art. It's making it so that people's gifts are diminished. You know what I mean? Because if you can get on AI and all of a sudden you're the next greatest thing to Picasso or Tupac or whatever. I don't like it.
Blame it all on T-Pain.
Well, first of all, T-Pain was not the first one to use a voice changer.
No, he wasn't, but he's the first one to take it too far.
I'm like, you ain't gonna fuss at Roger. Like,
that was different technology, but that was weird as fuck too.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying,
fucking
like,
vacuum in your mouth.
My point is, I mean, and this is me as a techie. You can't stop technology. I mean, I am apprehensive about AI.
It can stop us.
I am apprehensive about AI for other reasons, none of which have to do with any of this. But I do agree with you when it comes to art. there is a line. What I'm saying is, what you're describing that he wants to do with AI does not move the needle for me. I could care less. Like, it wouldn't be any different than if he was in the studio using auto tune. You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference?
Nobody wants to hear
It doesn't.
Beans auto tuned.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, at this point, what's the difference? Is if the words are his, which I presume they will be. I mean, unless he's going to use AI to,
I would think he
unless he's
has
going to
too much
use
pride
AI
for that.
to get him some bars. But and that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be like, I would object to that use of it, but for him to use it just to change his voice, I have no problem with that. I don't care. Especially since he's just changing it to the voice he used to have. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
It's not like he's trying to change it to somebody else's voice.
Listen, for me, it's like the plastic surgery stuff. Like once you get to be, like a certain age and your face starts sagging and all of that other stuff. I don't have anything against what other people choose to do, but it's like there's a natural order of things for a reason. It's just like if it's no
Word.
longer if it's no longer or you're no longer at your prime in whatever area, then be happy that you actually had a prime, celebrate the accomplishments that you had, and move on. It's like,
Okay,
let
so
that
let me
shit
ask
go.
you this.
Bars.
So let me ask you this: if
Mm.
if somebody like their face like they're in the fire and their face gets burned and they want to have plastic surgery,
That's
you
totally
object to
different.
that?
No, I
How is
don't.
it different? What
No,
if they? I mean,
Because
if
it's
they could.
unnatural.
no,
No,
no, no,
my
no,
point
no,
is,
no,
my,
no, no. Did
no,
you hear
no,
what I
no, no.
said at the beginning? Did you hear what I said at the beginning?
I heard what you said, but you're not letting me finish. If
Okay.
they can breathe just fine,
Uh
they can
huh.
breathe.
Uh huh.
The only thing is that visually they look a lot different because their face has been burned. You object to that?
I don't. But that's
Okay, well,
different
what's
than
the
what I said.
difference? Is my
That's
point.
different than what I was
How
saying
is it different? They want to be their
because
old.
that's
They
not
want to be
just
closer to their old
wrinkling.
self.
That's not
How you gonna
just
ask a
wrinkling
question and not let
age
her
spots.
answer?
That's not wrinkling. That's not just wrinkles and age spots. That is something that happened to you that was tragic, and you're probably not even getting plastic surgery, let's just say, because you
Hmm.
don't like your face anymore. You're getting plastic surgery because you don't want people like staring at you, and you probably don't even want to look at yourself in that way. Like that's an unnatural happening to a person
Okay,
versus
isn't what happened to
natural.
him unnatural?
Is it?
Not if
I
you
don't
live in
know.
Philly.
Well, I'm just
What happened? He got shot or something?
Yeah.
yes,
He got shot or something?
His voice sounds
yeah,
very different now. He's very whispery.
Okay.
yeah. Because the bullet went to his lung, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that I didn't know. Okay. And here's the thing. I like Benny Siegel, but at the end of the day, you about to go through all of that and to do for what? Because who was checking for you before? I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
I mean, he had a following. I mean,
Yeah, you got one, but
and as hey, as an artist, I am not against him trying to create. Like, he can put it out there. I, I'm just not opposed. Like I said, I don't care one way or another because I wasn't a huge Beanie Siegel fan to
I
begin.
like Siegel.
I wasn't a huge fan. Like, I liked a few of his things, but I just wasn't. If he brings something back and it's hitting, I will listen to it. I will play it. But if it's garbage, it'll be garbage no matter what his voice is. So,
True
Yeah.
yeah.
indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but that's why I say, like I don't, if there is a good use of AI in art, I have a hard time finding fault with that one.
But
When
then
there are so
that
when
also
there are
goes to
when
that
there are so
also
many
goes
other
to
ways.
if I'm a fan of yours, like you and I are both huge music fans. So I'm a fan of yours, and let's just say, I want to see you live. Then what happens?
You ain't getting them dollars.
I'm just
Well,
saying, like, yeah,
have you ever been to a rap concert?
I have.
Yeah, you ain't there for them for their performance in the first place.
I am.
Because well, they're not really that great at performing on stage to begin with, most of them.
I was gonna
While
say,
we're
depending on who it is, but okay.
yeah, while we're
Yeah,
on
but
that
most of
subject,
them.
did y'all see when the person threw the water on Cardi?
And she threw that mic at him. Pow!
Yep. How? Yep. And you know
Love it.
that she
Me
filed
too,
charges on Cardi.
jackass.
Yeah,
So what?
she filed charges, battery charges against Cardi. Now
And
if I'm
she can
Cardi,
follow right
Oh,
back.
it's a fucking
if
countersuit
I'm
happening.
Cardi, if I'm Cardi, I'm having them arrest her first.
Exactly, because I don't know what was in that cup.
Right. Don't start none, won't be none.
Won't
It's the
be
law
none.
of the land.
She reacted quick as hell, like, bitch, bye.
Yep.
I was
I
like,
know.
woo. Well,
Bitch.
Okay. Here's my question. Why people always trying to throw drinks at famous people in Detroit, and it always turns into some shit.
wait a minute, that happened here?
Yeah. Wasn't that here? Maybe that wasn't
Internet
here.
fame.
Maybe
That
that wasn't
the
here.
Hell
Monica
of an
thing was
addiction.
here.
No, no,
The,
no. You're right. The Monica thing
the
happened.
Monica thing
The
was
Cardi
here.
thing wasn't here. Yeah.
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 Y'all ought to know better than to fuck with Monica too.
She got off stage and was like,
Yeah.
about to break up a fight because this
Yeah.
guy hit this woman.
Well, yeah. I don't even know what was going on with that. I don't even know what that was.
My boy was sitting right there because he was a photographer that night. Like, you look at that
Uh-huh.
video, you'll see a guy with like a red shirt on, like that. He the only thing with a red shirt on, and that's my boy. And he pretty much was like, old girl was mouthing off at the old dude. And at first he was kind of like ignoring her, but she kept coming at him and bossing up on him or whatever. And by the time you see the video, it had already gotten
Exactly.
out of hand. Like by that,
Exactly.
it had already
Because
gotten out of hand.
and that was my point, because at the start of the video, he was hanging on to her wrists like she was trying to hit him.
Well, she was like getting in his face. She was like getting in his face, fuck you, like basically, just antagonizing dude or whatever. And I guess he got sick of it and he hit
Sound
her.
like some drunk shenanigans.
Or I mean, let's keep it real funky too. They say this was an older woman, and it could, I don't know. Say she was
Yeah.
probably about in her like 40s or whatever. I mean, at a Monica
She was
concert.
older. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like a lot of these women nowadays, it doesn't matter age, nationality, or any of that. A lot of them be getting up in dudes' faces like it won't take one punch to lay their asses out on the floor. I don't understand. Like they are really ultra aggressive. It's different like if somebody's disrespecting you or threatening you or whatever, but I've seen some situations where women will get into it with men and for I mean, basically unprovoked. They be all in these dudes' faces like these dudes be some punks. Now, In some cases, they
I was
do.
about to
And
say
in other cases,
it'd be a bunch of punks out there, but that's beside the point.
but the thing is though, you don't know who you messing with. And if that's a real dude with any kind of
Mhm.
real strength to him, that dude could, I mean, easily fucking ruin your life with
I
one
get
punch.
that, but to be fair, you don't know who you're messing with goes both
That's
ways
very, very
sometimes.
true. But
So,
I'm just
um,
saying, take your
yeah.
take your medication, people, and chill out. And this is
All I'm
on both
saying
sides.
is that video that I saw, that seemed like some drunk shit to me. That's
What
all.
and that kind of thing makes it worse. My thing is this. I'm not gonna say I've never verbally went toe to toe with a dude before. I'm not gonna say that. But what I will say is this. Before it got to that point, before it got to that point, any other time where I've had an altercation with a guy or whatever, I didn't choose to just be all up and dude face, like challenging him, like seriously challenging his manhood, like I'm daring him to hit me. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Um,
yeah. What is that for though? I mean, come on, let's
yeah,
be. What is that for?
I don't know if I can say the same. The few times that I've actually gotten into fist fights with dudes, it was because I was protecting someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
that's one situation, but
yeah.
I'll give you, and I know this is dragging on longer, but I'll give you one prime example. We were out at a local soul food restaurant a couple of years ago, and this guy had gotten he had paid for his stuff, gotten out of line, went and sat down, and something happened where something was missing, whatever, right? So I'm standing in line, and it's like these chicks that are probably like three people ahead of me or whatever. I don't know if they didn't see that he was in line or whatever, but instead of getting back in line to go get whatever it was that he was missing, he went and got to the front of the line. So the chick said, one of the chicks said something to him. He said something back. Basically, she was like, fuck you, you punk ass bitch. This, that, and the other. He like, bitch, go sit your ass down, whatever. Like he's back trying to back her up verbally or whatever, because he really not trying to go into it with her, but she like aggressively went after him and was like, who you calling a bitch? Blah, blah, blah. Now you just called him out of his name, but now you're offended because he, like, okay. So she basically stepped out of the line and got all in this dude's face. Dude was probably about 6'2", 6'3", or something like that. She probably was about maybe 5'2", 5'3", somewhere around there. And she got all up in his face, and he like is pointing at her. He's like, go sit your little ass down. Go sit down now. Whatever. She was like, fuck you. And she took her hands and pushed him in his chest. It just made him stumble for a little bit. But when I tell you, he hauled off and hit her and dropped that chick to the floor. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she was out cold. And you could even tell, like, he didn't even hit her with his full force. And then everybody wanted to jump on him because he hit her and knocked her out. My thing is, you shouldn't have been in his face, and then you shouldn't have put your hands on him. That situation didn't even call for that. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. It is way too much where people where a lot of these women, doesn't matter the age, a lot of these women just be on the ziggity boom about the smallest things, about the littlest things, and want to jump all up in somebody's face.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you, but
It
I,
happens a lot.
I get it, but I'm just pointing out that the couple times that I've been punched by a dude, I barely felt it because I was just that mad. So, you know,
I've been hit by a dude once. I blacked out, and the next thing you know, His ass is in the hospital and still talking funny to this day. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
what you cut him with?
I didn't. I picked up a dining room chair and hit him
He
with it.
said apparently.
I don't remember that. I don't remember it to
She
this day.
said she blacked out.
I blacked
Yeah.
out. My face. I felt like a sting to my face.
No.
And then my face just got real. Like the side of my face got real warm, and then my vision got
No.
like a little cloudy, and I don't remember nothing after that.
No, see, I didn't feel it either time. Like the first time, I was in such a rage that I didn't even feel it when he hit me.
No, I hit felt that. I felt when
No, I
dude
did.
popped me, and he ain't had
Yeah,
no
I
reason
did.
to.
Yeah, I didn't feel it at all. The second time, I don't know whether I felt it or not, but I remember like thinking it was funny because the dude that hit me, and actually I was protecting a friend of mine because he had jumped on her and was,
Well,
he
see,
was a
that's
lot bigger than her.
different. That's
No, I
different.
get it. No, I get it. So, and I didn't hit him. I just put him in, like, I put him in a half Nelson and pulled him off of her. And I think he was surprised because people think that I am weak. I don't know why, but I am a lot stronger than I look. Please be aware. I'm a lot stronger than I
I
look.
don't understand that. You
So
kind of look strong to me. Not like you look masculine, but
I know, but people think that I'm not. And I guess, you have a vagina, they assume you ain't got no strength in you, but I got some strength in me. So I put him in a half Nelson and I like swung him off of her, like across the, like away from her. And he turned around and clocked me in the eye. And then I stood there and looked at him. And then he backed up and he was like, I'm going to leave. Yeah, you might want to do that.
yeah,
You might want to do that
man, I'd have lost it.
because yeah, I think he was stunned when he hit me and I didn't go down. I just looked at him.
Hell, like, the moment you know you fucked up, no.
Yes, exactly. So I was like, oh, we gonna fight, and that's when he decided that it was not in his best interest,
Good for him.
and he exited.
Good for him.
I agree, and I let him because hey, if you gonna leave, I ain't gonna stop you.
Good for him and good for you.
But yeah, so those are the two times that I've ever been punched by a dude, and neither one dropped me. So
Yeah, I ain't never been dropped, but
yeah. So sorry about that,
Yeah.
Magic. We went on a tangent.
Just let y'all go. Ain't no out talking a woman, much less two.
sorry about that. It's your show. It took your little
Yeah.
show from
Don't
you. I'm
let me
sorry.
believe that lie.
It took your show from you. I'm sorry.
Okay,
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
so
What was the next thing?
for the sake of creativity, what would be your version of music hell?
Ooh,
Actually, I stole this from another podcast, but I can't remember which one, so I'm not accrediting them.
music hell?
Music
Yes, I
hell.
think it was Apartment 5B. Okay, I'll start. Satan would be Ja Rule, and he talks in his rapping voice, not in his speaking voice. I've heard it; it's not the same. Um, all the guys would talk like Drake, which Drake would probably be the co-host with all that "Nying, nying, 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 I'm on drug" sound. And all the chicks would talk like that thing female rappers are doing now where they're trying to sound southern but coming off more as forcibly ignorant.
Okay.
And the dark-skinned dude from Camp Low would constantly be trying to rhyme in my ear, although nothing ever rhymes on the 4 and the 8 with him.
Mm.
And random battle rappers would just be in my face like not respecting personal space trying to rap.
Mm.
Yeah, that would probably be it.
My version of music hell would be deep down country blues or
Boom, boom,
or
boom, boom.
oh man My last $2. Oh my god. Um, or like extreme heavy metal as like the elevator music or the music on the loudspeakers. Then
That's party.
Satan would be E40 that wouldn't shut up.
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know you were going to make E40 Satan?
He would be Lucifer, baby, and he wouldn't be quiet. Like he would just keep talking. Uh,
Okay.
and his right hand man, of course, would be Too Short.
Oh.
Um,
Bitch.
uh, um,
Shout out to the
some
gay
of his,
area.
some of his
Right.
team members, some of his backup people or henchmen would be what's that chick name or what's that Frida? What's that Frida?
Big Frida.
Big Frida.
Oh my lord, Frida. Um, Drake. Some
Not for nothing, but you know, I'm an insomniac, so I be watching Big Frida all the time.
I cannot. Do you hear me? I can't. Um, let's see who else. Like that. That's enough of hell for me. Like, um, I will say this though. I was in Chicago not this past weekend, but the weekend before. And even though I'm not a beehive person, I don't mind Beyonce. I like her, especially if I'm cleaning the house or
Agree.
working out. You know what I mean? I put some of
Yeah.
her stuff on, whatever. But I did feel like I was in music hell in Chicago. We because it was all Beyonce all weekend. Like I was like, oh my god, if I hear Love on Top or anything else, like like they have these little bicycle carts that ride around, like to take people from the hotel and to get people's attention. They have radios and all these different colorful whatever, and every last one of them, except for one of them wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid. They were playing Riri. But everybody else was
Not
playing
an
different
improvement.
versions, huh?
Said
But
not an improvement.
well, listen, I don't mind either one of them. I think I do like Riri a little bit better than I do Bay, but I don't
All of her
mind
shit
either
sound
one
like
of them.
reference tracks.
Yeah. But like I said, when I tell you it was all weekend long, everything Beyonce, every time you stepped out the hotel, even in the hotel, I felt like I was just in music hell. And it's not because of the artists themselves. It was just because nothing else was playing and they were all choosing the same songs like Love on Top, Single Ladies, and I was just like, oh my lord, I can't. But anyway, that would be my music hell. I can't even think of another artist that I would add to that. Oh, yes. And the MC of music hell would be Keith Sweat. Um, I can't with him. I want. Oh my god. Oh, and who would be on piano would be John Legend. Um, him
Why?
and his singing. His singing is
Wow.
annoying. Like I can listen, like he's talented and all of that other stuff, but like I can't listen to more than one song of his. Like his voice drives me nuts.
See, that's how I feel about old boy.
Who?
I can't think of his name. Tall dude. What's his name?
Brian McKnight?
Thank you. That's how I feel about him. Like I don't hate his music, but he sounds like he's constipated to me when he sings all the time.
I like Brian McKnight in his first three albums. Anything after that, um, there's something I don't know if it was because he was trying to be hip or trying to stay relevant. I don't know, but there was something about him vocally that changed. After I really say the first two albums. I love those first two albums. Um, but anything after that, no, you can keep it.
Yeah. My idea of music hell would not be as graphic as y'all's. All I know is that the devil would be what's that little dude, the little snitch with the rainbow hair?
Oh,
Teriyaki 68.
Him,
Takashi.
yes, yes. He would be Satan, his damn self, and I would be stuck listening to that fucking mumble rap like 24 hours a day.
I couldn't even
Like
say
that.
Takashi 69 because I think if you played one of his songs, I wouldn't even know it was him. I can't even think of what his voice sounds like. Like I
I
don't really
have
know
heard
shit
him
about that
talk,
dude.
and his speaking voice is fucking annoying. So I cannot imagine having to listen to him. But
Takashi
yeah.
69 reading poetry to John Legend.
That's a skit.
Yeah, that's my music hill. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's mine. Mumble rap, like don't do that to me. Like I can put up with almost any other genre of music. Like like I'm not even opposed to all the heavy metal. Like I can listen to some of
I'm
it.
not opposed to all of it, but some of that stuff,
No, I'm with you. Like it's not my favorite, but I would listen to that before that goddamn mumble rap. Like I can't deal with it.
for me is like in the category of techno. Like I like some techno. Um
I'm
I
good with techno for about two songs. Same thing with house music. I'm good for it for about two songs, and after that, I'm tired of the umph.
oh,
Umph. Yeah, I get sick
so
of it.
I like techno a little bit more than that, but yeah, it's kind of one of them things. Like I can probably name about 50 songs that I can tolerate and listen to, and after that, it's like the rest of it, you can keep it. Um, because like you said, it all begins to sound the same.
Yeah,
House music, not so much, but
yeah. See, house music does the same thing to me. I can listen to house a little longer than techno, but
gotta have
yeah,
house music.
While we're at
Anyway,
it, are we going to throw Go Go in the mix?
I like go go.
I'm indifferent about go go. I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah, go go.
But for how long?
Oh well, yeah. I can't listen to it all night. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm indifferent. It's like it's
But I
cool.
guess I'm that way about a lot of different genres because, like I love me some reggae, but I can only listen to so much reggae before it starts to get on my nerves.
Old school reggae. Yes, I like a lot
I
of the
mean,
newer
I like some
reggae.
dance hall reggae. I mean,
Some
but
of that shit
same
is
thing.
sexy,
Like
boy.
that's what I'm saying. But some of it just get on my nerves after a while.
Yeah.
Like I can only listen to so much of it, and then I've had my fill, and I'm done. So.
Oh no, yeah. To want to. What was the name of them? Steel Post. Woo! That's a sexy song. That song from Stella, how Stella got her groove back with her and Tay
Hmm.
Diggs was, oh man, that's a
Yeah.
sexy ass song. Oh,
Okay. Next
All right.
topic.
Y'all want to keep going or call this a wrap? It's a while into this.
Are we? How far are we
you got
into it?
something
I mean,
short for you to just do?
yeah. I mean, we had have
I'll do
we
short.
didn't get.
You don't do short.
Oh, how unfortunate because I'm not tall. But my point is, you haven't gone to the sex yet. So
Oh yeah, knock it
We
out.
can run through those.
Let's go.
okay. Let's run through them.
Okay, I believe it was last week. Star was saying that she's into the dominatrix role, but if a guy's not into it, she will suppress it. How long can you be in a relationship suppressing what you really want to do sexually?
I've been
I
answering
mean,
first, so you go.
I could put a
how long
number on it, but
can
somebody's gonna get
I,
offended.
or can how long? How long can I, or can anyone? Because
Well, you
I
can't
mean,
speak
at
for
the
Anyone's
anyone.
variable. Different
well,
strokes for
because
different
I'm
folks,
saying,
or lack
people do
thereof.
it all the time. I mean,
I
but
sucked it up for over a decade.
I'm saying at this point in
Oof.
my life, I'm not willing to do it for a day. Like if your sex is trash, I'm probably not gonna
I'm not saying trash is
holler at
sex,
you
but there
again.
might be some shit you're into that they're not.
Well, it depends on how important it is to me. You know what I mean? Because there's some things that, oh, that'd be fun to do, but it's not important. You know what I mean? Like it's not a deal breaker.
Well, the deal breaker stuff.
Yeah, not for a day. Not for a day.
See, and I guess I need to clarify mine a little bit. I feel like there are some people who become more comfortable with time. And we not, we're not talking about years because you got to figure after some years, that person is just not going to be comfortable. But um, if you go to try to introduce something and that person is hesitant or, you know, whatever, I mean, I can wait a little bit. I mean, and then, like she said, it depends on how important it is to me. Some stuff at this age, when I was younger, it was like, it's like, wait, you don't want to do what? But that's my younger hormones talking and whatever. But now it's like um after some time, hopefully your partner will become more comfortable and more open to you. But that's one of those things where kind of like conversation is important, you know. Having communication like with
Well,
your partner.
and that's what I'm
Um
Yeah.
saying. Like I'm the complete opposite. When I was younger, I was probably far more willing to put up with some bullshit
mm,
than I
I
would be now. You know
mean,
what I mean? Like now, I don't have time for that. Like I just don't. And my point is, I would probably know that just by talking to you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like we would have a conversation about it, and if you react like you vehemently object to it, then I'm like, okay, we're not compatible. That's cool. Move on.
People be lying and overstating what they are willing and capable and know how to do.
Oh well, what that got to
Yeah,
do with
that
me?
too. That very much
That,
so too.
you know.
Um, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. It
Yeah, I'm
depends
just
on the
too
person.
old for games. So, like,
And
I'm going to
it's
tell
not
you,
games. Like everybody's
hmm,
experience is different. Like for me,
okay,
everybody's level of experience is different. Like for me per se, okay. I was in a long-term relationship with someone who, let's just say, was not very explorative and whatever. So at the age where
Bad
a
idea.
lot of my friends who were way more sexually experienced than I was, I still was, I guess, I didn't have those experiences. I didn't. And it's not even so much that I wasn't open to them. I just had not experienced them yet. So there may have been some hesitation, I suppose, at first. But if I'm with somebody that I'm comfortable exploring with, then let's do that. But
I mean,
sometimes that level of comfort takes a minute to get to. And again, we're not talking years, you know.
I get that. I get that. But, I mean,
I mean, you assume if you meet somebody at this point, like I'm in my 50s, so if I meet a guy that pretty much says, "Oh, they've never really done much," past missionary or whatever, whatever, and of course my eyebrow will go up a little bit, but I don't know. I kind of almost
Well, but that's
see
why.
that as an invitation, like,
Well,
like okay,
absolutely, absolutely challenge. But anyway,
challenge.
but but my point is, like, I'm gonna have a conversation with you, and I know the difference between someone whose reaction is vehement versus
Yes, yes,
hesitant.
I agree. Because some
Like
people
there
are
is
just
a
like,
big
oh,
yeah. And listen, I'm finna make you, do anything you
yeah,
don't want
yeah,
to do, but
yeah.
that just lets me know that we're not compatible because
That's
that is something that I want to do.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just
I
like,
get it.
listen, no, seriously, just like there have been dudes that I have talked to, there have been things that they want to do that I'm like, oh no, that's a hard no for me. We're not
Uh-huh.
compatible, you know,
Yep, because I've
because
had that
that,
conversation. There's like one
yes,
thing that guys have a tendency to like do, and I mean not all, but a lot
well,
of
not
them.
all,
And I'm just
right,
like, oh no, it's not. And it ain't even
right.
about being a prude. Like physically, that's a problem for me. But
Okay, well, call
for
me a prude if
them,
you want to.
that's an
You'll be
issue.
mistaken, but I'm just not doing that. So,
Yeah,
and if that's something that you want and desire, then we're not compatible, and that's okay.
right. And
Like I'm
that's what
okay
makes
with
you
that.
happy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. What about you, sir? You just listening
Sorry,
and
I
giggling.
lost pretty much. Nah, I said before, I've gone over a decade. I think maybe it's different for men and women, but I can't do anything that makes a woman uncomfortable because that's automatically rapey. So I just gotta, if I feel like there are more important things happening in the relationship, I just gotta swallow my pride and let that one ride. I guess most people would cheat, but I'm loyal to a fault.
Aw, good for you.
You're adorable.
Eh,
No, I'm not saying you should force anyone into doing
of
what they
course
don't
not.
want to do. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying
If
I'd
it
like to
ain't
know.
you, if you ain't in it, then we ain't it.
Yeah, I'm saying, we're probably not compatible if there are things that are very important to me, or if there are things that are very important to him that I'm not willing to do, then it's probably not going to
We're
work.
probably not compatible. Yeah,
But if
that's
it's just some things that, oh, well, that might be fun, and he's like, no, then it's not that important. I mean,
there's a difference between I've never done that or I've never tried that. Then oh hell no,
yeah,
oh hell
well,
no,
True.
yeah,
exactly. There's a big difference between those two.
yeah, yeah.
All right, for the sake of not wanting to make this an all night event, because people gotta go to work in the morning. What's a gym at the end? Oh, while listening to music is generally free nowadays, making it never is.
Okay.
Telling
Very
you, pay
true.
some fucking artist, it's dying. If you like the show,
Yeah.
tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe, and if you don't, tell everybody you know. We could use the pub. It is the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter, and yeah, good night, people.
Good
What was
night.
it? Stitcher? Go listen on whatchamacallit.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go listen on Spotify like an adult.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, I'm out of here. Going to walk the dog.
Walkie doggy.
Midnight strolls, yeah.